there. As always, forgive me because my head is rarely in a video. So I want you to be able to see the dog. So I wanted to show you, we're working on two things in addition to the leash work. One is to get Bodhi's sit more automatic. He is slow to sit, not unusual for a dog his age. So we want that sit to be crisp and clean, because you'll use it at times like when he's meeting somebody and you were telling him you don't want him to jump, so you're going to say leave it, but then you need to follow up with something like, what do you want him to do? Sit or down or whatever it is. So it is really good to have a solid sit. Now, as you mentioned to me before, he does a solid sit when he knows there are treats, right? Which is fine at his age. We can still use treats. But here's the thing that we want to start building into his sit right now. And that is, you sit until I release you. I call it a sit stay. We're also going to do a down stay at some point. But the sit stay says to him, when I tell you to sit, I want you to stay there until I tell you otherwise. Bodhi. Right now, he was over there trying to chew on Loki's kennel to let him out. Okay, so here we go. Notice first, I'm starting to use a hand signal. Maybe you've had one. When I say sit, I take my hand and you'll see me move it over his head if he doesn't sit right away. Bodhi, come here. Good boy. Sit. Yes. Now, 1, good boy. 2, good boy. 3, I give him multiples so that he'll stay seated. And then I take a step back and I say, break. Good boy. Good boy. So the trick to, Bodhi, sit. Yes. The trick to teaching a dog to stay in a place is not that we use the word stay, but rather that we teach them what a break means. Bodhi. Bodhi, come here. Good boy. Sit. So you see how he just went off on his own the minute I looked away. That's okay. This is still early in the training phase. Break. Good boy. So as we start teaching him that break means you jump up and get a treat, it gives him context so that he starts understanding. Sit. Good boy. Do you want a treat? Yes, you do. So he starts understanding that, oh, I'm waiting for the break. Hey, buddy. I'm waiting for the break before I move my butt. Break. Good boy. So I want you to do this very exercise with him. You'll notice that the hand I use for direction is empty. I keep the hand with treats over to the side. So I'm giving him, when I'm directly at him, this is what he sees. And then when he sits, I say yes or good. I don't talk a lot. I just give him 1 or 2 affirmations. And then I give him 1, 2, 3 to keep that butt on the ground. And then I take a couple steps back, and as time goes by, we step back further and further, and then eventually we add some more excitement. But this is his first day with it, and he's already doing great. So he's wacky. He's playing with his toys. Now he knows I have treats. So again, hand on the hip. Bodhi, sit. Yes. Good. 1, 2. Notice I don't rush the treats. And I back away. Break. Good boy. So see how I held him there just a little bit longer. So I want you to start doing this one. You do it for about as long as I just did it. I don't know, 3 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, whatever. Just do it a few times, end on a good note, make it fun, and see if you can't start doing what you just saw me doing. Sit. Yes. 1, 2, 3. I mean, you're just showing off now. So he sees no treats in my hand. Break. Good boy. So you can see how even after just a few minutes, he's waiting for the break. That's what we're trying to cultivate. All right, I'm going to pause it, and we're going to come back, and I'm going to show you what we're working on with the downstay. Okay. So I love a good downstay. What we mean by downstay, just like with the sit stay, is that when we tell a dog to lay down, he knows that it's his job to stay there until we release him. This is one of the best commands in the world when you have a dog that you want to take out and about in the world, like you were talking to any of the kids' games, or even on a patio if you're out for dinner or drinks or whatever the case is. If you just want to take him like we were talking about Lowe's or other places, field trips. The more he's out, the better socialized he is. So let me show you. I do not want you to start working on this yet. I just want you to see it. There are a few ways to teach a dog how to lay down. One is to just simply take treats and lower their nose. That didn't work with the big man. Didn't work at all. So I'm going to the next one, which is I use this lead. You can use any leash and his collar. And what I'm going to do, as you'll see, is I am going to step on it, and I'm going to create pressure on the back of his neck. So it's not choking him. What it's doing is it's showing him, it's pulling his neck and his head and his upper body toward the ground to show him. Now, I've done this with him a few times, so he's already acclimated. Leave it. Good boy. Good boy, yes. I reward him for that, leave it. You can hear Loki making a fuss. We'll see if we can tolerate the squeak. So, here we go. Here's very important. When we are teaching a dog to lay down, we do not want to teach them sit and then down, sit and then down. Because if we use sit as a prerequisite, what we end up getting is a dog who lays down when they're told and then pops into a sit. Lays down and pops into a sit because they think it's all one thing. So we want to do it from a standing position, or if he's already sitting on his own, that's fine too. But you're not going to hear me use that word. I'm not going to say sit at all when we're practicing down. So here we go. Ready? Watch my foot and this leash. Ready? Bodhi, down. Yes, good boy. I step off the leash. Again, I give him 3 treats to keep him down. And then I say, break. Good boy. So you notice that I'm using the leash to remind him that break means he can get up. So as you can tell, I'm not using a lot of pressure. Now, when I've got his attention, I'll start incorporating a hand signal as well. But right now, I just want him to understand the word. So let's get him up. Move it, big man. Are you ready? Are you ready? Bodhi, down. Yes! That time he went with almost no pressure. Now you can see, because he's playful, see how he's kind of rolling over? I'll take it. He doesn't have to be laying up in this attentive position. I'll take it. Any laying down. Now, if he gets up early, I'm going to put him back down without any. So he got up early. I don't say the word again. I just give him a little pressure and show him. And I don't reward him again, because if I reward him, what he's going to learn is that if he gets up early, he can keep pushing the button for treats. Break. Good boy. Good boy. Let's do it one more time. So again, I wanted you to see what I'm working on. Don't want you to practice the downstay yet. He's not ready for that. I'll practice it with him a little bit more before I ask you to start. But you can start practicing the sit. Hey, Bodhi. And also, I should say, I don't have any treats in my hands. They're in my pocket when I'm doing this, so he's not looking at treats. Important to know. Here we go. Now, see, he's playing. I ignore the play. I'm not trying to beat the play out of him. Bodhi. I don't think that counts. Come here. Get up here. All right. Bodhi. Down. Good. Yes. Yes. Huh? Good boy. 1, 2, 3. And then break. Good boy. Sorry we got off the camera there. So you get it. I'll send you more pretty soon, and just wanted you to know. Just wanted you to see what he was doing. All right, over and out.